All right, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? Sorry. It is your boy Jay 3 times. We are back at it with another video in the building. Today, we're going to compare each of the pay grade ranks, or the ranks, pay grade, whatever. We're going to compare each of these ranks in each branch of the U.S. military. Now, we're going to, of course, this is going to be enlisted. It's not going to be officer. Now, I'm not going to do officer. Reason being is because they're mostly the same through every branch across the military. So, there's no really sense in doing a video about, oh, you know, what's the pay grade for the officer in each of these branches? Bro, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Then you got a couple here and there as onesies and twosies. That's different. That's different. But it's literally basically the same thing for officer. And of course, warrant officer, also the same thing. But the enlisted is special. So it's different. So we're going to run through all the enlisted ranks through each of the military branches. Now, we're going to start obviously with E1. Now, with E1, starting in the Army, well, I'm going through the Army first because that's what's first on the list. E1 in the Army is private or a recruit. So that's like your starting rank. As soon as you get a boot camp, I guess. Private, you get called private. E1 in the Air Force is Airman Basic. E1 in the Marine Corps is a private. You will not get private until you actually pass the crucible. You get called recruit the entirety of boot camp. You get called recruit. And you're treated like nothing until you earn that rank of private, literally. So now you get to Navy and the Coast Guard, which is Seaman Recruit. That's crazy. Seaman Recruit. That's E1. So you mean to tell me your pay grade E1? I mean, are you already? Dang. I mean, if you graduate boot camp, you're still an E1. You're a seaman recruit? That's crazy. But anyways, E2 started in the Army. Also a private. That's actually really funny. It's still a private. Oh, sheesh. Good Lord. Excuse me about that, y'all. Like I said, it's kind of crazy, y'all. Freaking private. It's like, that's not even a promotion, bro. You go from private to private in the Army, huh? Is that what it is? You go from private to private? You just graduated private, huh? Okay, E2 in the Air Force is Airman. So you have the Airman Basic to Airman in the Air Force. Now in the Marine Corps, E2 is Private First Class. Now in the Coast Guard and the Navy, E2 is Seaman Apprentices. Hope I said that right. But anyways, let's move on to E3. E3 in the Army is Private First Class. E3 in the Air Force is Airman First Class. E3 in the Marine Corps is Lance Corporal. E3 in the Navy and the Coast Guard is Seaman. Now, E4 is where you really get to your non-commissioned officer ranks in every one of the branches, which stands for other words, NCO. Now, E4 hold up, I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. There is two ranks that are not really considered NCOs, but are E4s. That will be first in the Army is specialists. Specialists in the Army, definitely not NCOs, but they're E4s. So, yeah. Now, you got in the Air Force, I guess they're also not considered NCOs, but these are your senior airmen. Now, you actually get into the non-commissioned officer ranks, but they're E4s. In the Army, that is a corporal. That's a corporal in the Army is an NCO. Now I don't think there's a NCO E4 in the Air Force, but in the Marine Corps, you do become an NCO starting as E4. And E4 in Marine Corps is a corporal. E4 in the Navy and the Coast Guard is a petty officer, 3rd class. Now you get to the E5, which is more your senior NCOs. Starting the Army, which is a sergeant. Now, in the Air Force, E5 is a staff sergeant. In the Marine Corps, E5 is a sergeant. And Navy and the Coast Guard, your E5s are your petty officer 2nd classes. Now you go to E6. Now this is where you get to your staff non-commissioned officer ranks. These are your more your staff SEOs, in other words. that's when you really get up there the ranks. These are more of the career service members, you know what I'm saying? Starting with E6 in the Army, that is a staff sergeant. E6 in the Air Force is a technical sergeant. E6 in the Marine Corps is a staff sergeant. And E6 in the Navy and the Coast Guard is a petty officer 1st class. Now you get to E7. Starting in the Army, that is a sergeant 1st class. E7 in the Air Force is a 1st sergeant or a master sergeant. Now, you get to E7 in the Marine Corps, which is a gunnery sergeant. E7 in the Navy and the Coast Guard is a chief petty officer. Now, you get into E8, starting with the Army. E8 in the Army is a 1st sergeant or also a master sergeant. E8 in the Air Force is a 1st sergeant, or in other words, a senior master sergeant. Yeah. But also, same thing for the Army is also the same thing for the Marine Corps. E8 has 2 different ranks, with, of course, being 1st sergeant and master sergeant. Now, E8 in the Navy and the Coast Guard will finally be senior chief petty officer. Now you get into E9. E9 in the, well, actually, there's going to be 2 different categories. So, really, your E9s is like the highest. E9 is the highest enlisted rank in any service of, the military, any branch of the military. Now, of course, you get all your E9s. You got your different categories of E9s. And then you get your special E9s. You know what I'm saying? Your special E9s. It's not really a specific name for your special E9s. But your special E9s are really like the highest. of the highest. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're technically they're the same pay grade as regular E9s. But those special E9s are they're up there. They're up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking about like freaking Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. Like, he's up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's working hand in hand with the Commandant, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? But, of course, he's the same rank as, same pay grade as a regular Sergeant Major. But Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, hey, he got that billet, right? Billet of the rank, Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, he's up there, you know what I'm saying? But, anyways, we're going to run down these E9s. Now, starting with the Army. That is Command Sergeant Major. Or, in other words, just Sergeant Major. And freaking E9 in the Air Force is 1st Sergeant. Or Chief Master Sergeant. E9 in the Marine Corps is Sergeant Major. Or also Master Gunnery Sergeant. Now, E8 and E9s are, in the Marine Corps, I would say, are definitely 2 different ranks. That's kind of where, like, your ranks actually split up in that pay grade, those pay grades. So, of course, E9 in the Navy and the Coast Guard is Master Chief Petty Officer. Now, of course, you get into your special E9s. Now, when your special E9s in the Army, that is Sergeant Major of the Army. Now your special E9 in the freaking Air Force. This is the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. Now your special E9 in the Marine Corps, like I said, is Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. Now you get to the Navy and the Coast Guard. your special E9s or your freaking Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy. I don't know if there's one for the Coast Guard. It just says Coast Guard and Navy, so I'm assuming they're all the one. I'm assuming this, you know, Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy is also in charge of the Coast Guard. Maybe it is, maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, that is really all the ranks, all the pay grades, you know, of the enlisted in the U.S. military. Right here. Yeah. Anyways, hope y'all found that video helpful. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Stay humble, stay motivated, stay positive. It is your boy Jay 3 times. I'm checking out, man. I'm checking out. Peace.